Well, there's a sound you only hear maybe a couple of weeks in the year. And look, we've got a satellite just below the moon. I don't need an alarm clock in the morning. The birds jump onto the window ledges and this handle. 7 o'clock every morning. Tap, tap, tap on the glass. Hello. Not damaging it though. Okay, so you've just seen I've been going around the windows, the door, the patio door at the back, all the finishing. Takes a lot of time. 2 days so far I've spent doing that, and it's not finished quite yet. With all the rain that we had, it kind of, well, everything came to a grinding halt. It's not the end of the world, because I did last week manage to get this area on the side started, at least removing all of those large rocks, and that's my turning point for the van at the moment. So it was nice to get that out of the way. But I was really hoping this week would be the last week I'd be doing the outside here, so I can concentrate on the inside next week. I've got quite a lot of time I need to catch up on, and hopefully it'll go quite smoothly. I can see what it's like around the back. I was about to say there, but Chris Giraffe. One of the things I do have to watch now going forward is I have my Portuguese lessons twice a week in the mornings. I switch them from the early evenings because I'm always so knackered that I thought the mornings would be best. So with that in mind, anything that takes a full day to do, like that back wall, I've got to make sure it's done either side of that. Very exciting. I feel like I'm progressing quite a bit, but blimey, is it hard. There we go. Just having a little pause for a second. I need to cut out one more strip, and unfortunately I need to mix up a little bit more. But there's only one more strip to go, and then this side will be sorted. I'm looking at that colour at the moment, really liking it. I mentioned this a couple of videos ago that I'm thinking of going for a darker colour around the whole house. Whether I do it in one colour all the way around or maybe two-tone, I'm not sure. I'll take some photographs and Photoshop it and see what works. Yeah, I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with this, so I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's late morning now on Thursday, Quinta-feira, and I wanted to show you this before I carry on. In the last video, I mentioned that I'd ordered all the tiles for the house, which is great. However, I was given, while I was there, a sample of a discontinued tile. I took this one because it was very similar in colour to the tiles that I ordered. I did, as they had one box of the tiles that I've ordered, take that so I could see what it looked like. And I was okay with it. I didn't really pick up on it too much until now. I've just put them side by side. And that's a bit of a problem because I can't guarantee that when I get the new order, the batch that comes in, that it's going to be closer to this colour. And this one here and here, it's bad light at the moment, so it's quite difficult to really gauge it, but you can visibly see it's different. But if I go further into the house with that tile, you can really see the contrast. So I might have to cancel that order and find another tile, which is a bit of a shame because I was excited to get that out of the way. That's why when you buy the tiles, it's good to buy them in one batch, because if you're using part of the ones they have in the store and then the new batch comes in, you're not always guaranteed to get the same color, but also the sizes can slightly vary from a millimeter or two. So anyway, fingers crossed it'll be more like that one and I won't have to go searching for another tile. This angle, you can really see it. What are you two doing? It's not looking very promising at the moment. I just put the washing on. We've got more rain coming. I can't believe how much we've had recently. It's absolutely bonkers. Of course, wouldn't make an ounce of difference if I was working on the inside, but I'm obviously working on the outside. Did that yesterday. That's that side sorted out. Do I want to continue knowing it's going to rain a little bit later on today? Not really. It's not much of a problem on this first layer, but if I want to do the top coats, nah, I don't want to risk it. You know, I've been saying for ages I was going to get rid of this. Now I'm actually getting around to it, even with that cloud that's looking very ominous right now. It's a strange feeling. Will sitting down there just reminded me as I'm leaning on the wall. I was going to paint something like this with Bert on there, but circumstances change. What can you do? We've got Chris now, And this giraffe is a little reminder of my recent past when I moved into this house, which is very exciting. It's not going completely, of course, it's going to be hidden. So I'll always know it's there, but I won't be painting another one on there. I'll do some sculptures around the garden, whether it be a giraffe or not. Hey, who knows? I know I'm doing the elephant, but I was inspired by all the scars on the wall here. Every time I walked past, I just saw the pattern of a giraffe, and with that angle there, it kind of suited it. And given the fact that we have the safari tours that come past here every day, I can hear the ladies hanging off the back of the Land Rover screaming as they're going up the hill, having so much fun. And the giraffe, of course, is a little bit of the inspiration of that. Seeing that now, it was a whim at the time, and I just decided, hey, let's give it a go freehand, and it worked out actually a lot better than I was expecting it. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's all just a bit of fun. And with this house, when I bought it, it's such a good experience. I started my channel not long after I bought this house, and it was so freeing to be in an environment that I'd always dreamt of. And here it is. The cork trees, it's so calming, and even with the sheep along the back there coming past here ever so often, that's a nice feeling as well. I spend most of the time out here, and I'm staring at this every morning when I walk out, and it just is a blocked up nose at the moment, but it is one of those feelings. It just can't be beaten, the smells and so on. And I painted this house because from the road, I didn't have a fence or a gate at the time, and it didn't look lived in. No one had lived in here for over 40 years, apparently. I'm actually wondering whether anyone lived in here, to be honest with you. But with an open space at the front, people coming past are obviously going to be curious, and they're going to walk up, and if they don't think anyone's living here, they're not going to worry about it. But to paint it now, one lick of paint on there from the road, it actually looked, because it's so far down there, it looked almost like a finished house. Close up, obviously, slightly different, isn't it? But it did keep people away, especially after I put the fence and the gate up and the cameras. Mr Giraffe, goodbye. You won't be forgotten. Who might you be? Hello? Can't see me through the mirrored glass. There you go. I should have given that cat a little bit more of a chance because I just let the dogs out of the van. They've been in there during the time I was doing this while it was raining. I've had a nice hot shower. Always nice when it's raining to have a good shower. Be really nice, wouldn't it, if rainwater was hot? We'd all be out in it. Wasn't one of my brightest ideas, granted, but I felt an urge to do it, and I did. There's a definite line going down there. That'll be the steps, and then the wall was built on top of them. And I didn't notice that because the giraffe was painted all over it. That's a great way of actually camouflaging any lumps and bumps in the wall, isn't it? Just paint something on it, but I'll have to try and flatten that out a little bit. Not going to worry about it now though. Didn't do too bad. Wait for the rain to pass. I'm going to go with the dogs, see if we can sort the tiles out. So I'll see you in the morning. Come on, let's go. Yeah, a little bit sad, but at the same time. In you go. My dirty van. Mr. Crow, hello. Good find, €10. Can't go wrong with that. I'm gonna probably for now shove him on the window ledge at the front because those little birdies still waking me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm already awake, but they're tapping on that glass. It just gets a little bit irritating and maybe that will do the trick. Coming back to this, I was really fortunate with that. In actual fact, we didn't get much rain last night and it's turned out all right. When I was sponging it, I got it nice and smooth, which is good. Very, very fortunate. Now, I know we've got rain next week for a couple of days, and obviously I'm not going to make that mistake again. But tomorrow is a clear day, and I decided the meshing and putting the trimmings on the edges is really time consuming, and it's getting really laborious. So I figured tomorrow, get this wall sorted out so the whole house is complete with the meshing on, and find anywhere else that needs meshing and just get that done. And then when we got some blue sky back, I'll just start probably over there and just work the way all the way around that way because the front has already had the 2 coats on it, and then we're done. So at least we'll get that out of the way and we're not staring at all the scars on the wall, which would be good. Next week, when we do have that little bit of rain, not chancing it, I decided I want to work on the front 2 windows. And that's going to be really interesting to see because I'm not using cement or concrete or blocks. I want to have a wooden ledge on those front 2 windows. They're the only 2 that don't have ledges on the inside. And I found a place up the road, sells old wood, brilliant. And I think I found a couple of pieces that will be perfect. So I need to just cut out an area because it's a coved window area and then get a nice ledge in there, sort that out, finish around the frames on the inside and then on to the next job. Be really nice to see some wood in there, a bit of progress at least on the inside of the house. Hope you can join me on that one. For now, it's Saturday afternoon. I had to go back and sort the tiles out yet again this morning, but that's all done and dusted. Just got to wait for them now. The van is a real mess, so I think we might get a little bit of rain. I'm going to go clean the van. Till next week, look after yourself. Bye.